Have you ever wondered how a single act of kindness can change someone's entire life? In every community, there are unsung heroes whose compassion transforms ordinary days into extraordinary stories. They may not wear capes, but their empathy and selflessness create hope where it's needed most. This is a journey into the power of compassion in action. Through the inspiring stories of local heroes, we'll see how empathy builds bridges, kindness heals wounds, and small actions spark waves of positive change. Get ready to discover how ordinary people are quietly changing the world around them. In every neighborhood, there are people who see a problem and decide to act. These individuals understand that waiting for large institutions or distant authorities is not always the solution. Instead, they become catalysts of change by using what they have: time, energy, or even just a listening ear to make a difference. Their actions remind us that heroism often begins with something as simple as paying attention to the needs of others. Take, for example, the volunteers who dedicate hours to serving meals at local shelters. They don't just provide food, they offer dignity, warmth, and human connection. Many people facing homelessness feel invisible, but when someone kneels down to share a meal with them, they are reminded of their worth. This form of compassion goes beyond charity. It is about recognizing and affirming the humanity in every person. That recognition itself can spark resilience. Empathy also shines in those who create safe spaces for children. Mentors who dedicate afternoons to tutoring, coaching, or simply listening are shaping futures in ways that numbers cannot measure. For a child struggling at school or at home, having an adult who believes in them can change their trajectory entirely. These heroes do not seek recognition, but their quiet persistence builds confidence and hope in the next generation. Healthcare workers in local clinics also embody compassion in action. Many go far beyond their official duties, offering comfort to families who are frightened and uncertain. Their kindness can be as powerful as any medicine. A gentle word, a reassuring smile, or the patience to explain a diagnosis can transform fear into trust. For patients in vulnerable moments, these acts of care are unforgettable. Acts of compassion often ripple through entire communities. When one person shows kindness, others are inspired to do the same. A neighbor who helps repair a broken fence may inspire someone else to donate food, which then encourages another to volunteer at a local school. Compassion creates momentum, and before long, an entire neighborhood feels stronger, safer, and more united. What begins as one small act can multiply far beyond the original intention. In times of crisis, local heroes often emerge with extraordinary resilience. Natural disasters, for example, reveal ordinary citizens stepping forward to rescue neighbors, share supplies, or rebuild homes. These moments show us that compassion is not only about daily kindness, but also about courage under pressure. When faced with hardship, people's willingness to sacrifice for others becomes a powerful reminder of the strength of community spirit. But compassion does not always take the form of grand gestures. Sometimes it is found in the smallest details: holding a door open, making a phone call to check on someone, or smiling at a stranger who looks lonely. Local heroes understand that these moments matter. A kind word can interrupt despair, while a brief act of help can lighten someone's entire burden. Compassion teaches us that there is no such thing as an insignificant kindness. One inspiring example comes from community gardens. In many towns, volunteers gather to grow fruits and vegetables, not for themselves, but to share with those in need. This act of nurturing the earth becomes an act of nurturing the community. Beyond providing food, these gardens create places where people connect, share stories, and build bonds that last. In every seed planted, there is a message of generosity and hope for the future. Teachers, too often, play the role of local heroes. Their classrooms are not just places of learning, but sanctuaries where children feel seen and valued. When a teacher notices a child struggling and takes the time to encourage them, it can be life-changing. Many adults recall a single teacher who believed in them when no one else did. That belief was enough to ignite ambition and courage that carried them through life. Compassion in teaching is a legacy that extends far beyond the classroom walls. Artists and storytellers in local communities also show the power of empathy. By creating murals, songs, or plays that reflect the struggles and hopes of their neighbors, they give voice to stories that might otherwise go unheard. Art can heal, inspire, and bring people together. These creative acts of compassion remind us that kindness is not limited to material. It can also be expressed through beauty, imagination, and the power of shared experiences. One of the most profound aspects of compassion is its ability to break down barriers. Local heroes often bridge divides between cultures, generations, or backgrounds. By reaching out to those who seem different, they reveal how much we actually share. A community becomes stronger when empathy crosses boundaries, creating unity in diversity. Compassion, in this sense, becomes not just an act of kindness, but an act of justice and inclusion. The stories of local heroes remind us that compassion is contagious. When we witness others acting with kindness, we feel encouraged to do the same. Each story plants a seed in our own hearts, urging us to ask, how can I help? How can I contribute to this chain of goodness? These questions are the beginning of change. In realizing that we, too, can be local heroes, we unlock the possibility of a world shaped by empathy. Compassion in action is more than just kindness, it is a force that transforms individuals and communities alike. The stories of local heroes show us that empathy can heal divisions, inspire courage, and restore hope. Their lives remind us that greatness is not found in wealth or power, but in the willingness to care for others. By re-examining the everyday acts of kindness around us, we begin to see the immense power of empathy. Whether through food shared, hands extended, or words of encouragement spoken at the right moment, compassion changes lives. And perhaps the most powerful lesson is this: anyone, at any time, can be a hero in their community. And so we close our journey into the world of compassion in action. Local heroes show us that kindness is never wasted, and that even the smallest gesture can create ripples of change. If you were inspired by these stories, don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know. What act of compassion have you witnessed in your community? Together, let's keep spreading the power of empathy.